One of the Crown Killer's playthings. Locked. I need the combination to Stilton's study. Empresses don't have friends, old man. Father. I don't know how, but I'll make this right. I promise. Corvo always said, no survivors is the surest way. You weren't the only one fooled. But I never ordered those killings. Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house. We can go. Justice for your past sins, Anton. We used to play hide-and-seek around Dunwall Tower. Was he training me even back then when I was a child? Almost, but not yet. It's done. Kieran Jindosh won't be making an army for the Duke and Delilah. I bet this opens the Duke's vault. Megan Foster. It's ready. You're not fit for the watch uniform. In case I don't succeed, I won't let Delilah turn you inside out. Why would the Duke keep this old thing? The Dunwall City Watch. Maybe the appropriate punishment for the Duke is a life sentence in the mines. If I sprint, I can make that jump. Corvo used a metronome to help me develop my timing when we duel with swords. How am I supposed to get inside? When I close in on Delilah, I'll make it last. Counting the minutes. There's no chance that a letter to any of my friends could reach Dunwall right now. Hopefully the secret to your first serum passed with you, Dr. Hypatia. If old Samuel could see me now. Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago. It's safe to touch the carriage rails now. Mother, would I even be in this situation if you'd lived? Byrne wanted to be High Overseer. I used to dream of visiting all the far corners of the world. Howlers. So now I know more about the Crown Killer, and I'm still breathing. When I find you, I'll make sure you don't kill again. Poor guy.
You ready yet?
If the coup had failed, I'd be back home typing out the Duke's execution decree. Oops. Got spotted. If only I could talk to my mother one more time. I miss swimming at the lake with Wyman and our friends. I see. Clever. That wasn't so hard. I've been down in Karnaca trying to figure out how all this happened, with Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos. To Karnaca, right? The Duke helped Delilah steal my throne, and the murders started down there. Who is Delilah, really? How could she? I don't understand. If I put Delilah on the throne, the painting should trap her in her own fantasy world. I need a little more time. Maybe death was a mercy compared to what Jindosh's electroshock machine would have done to him. Sneaky, Your Majesty. Very sneaky. 3 years ago. If only Corvo had known this was going on. If only I'd known. This reminds me of something my mother had, from when she was young. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs, barred from the other side. This could be handy. Delilah and the Duke didn't hire the most refined assassin. This is it. Aramis Stilton's home. It's infested, all right. Damn it!
This part of the city's a graveyard. I don't know whether to run or settle in.
Is this real? It feels like a dream, inscribed by the same hands that ended your miserable life. By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how? That's it. The body Mindy sent me after. I need to get to Karnaca, where the murders started. They must be linked to the coup, so taking down the Crown Killer is the first step toward beating Delilah and the Duke. The city is crawling with the Duke's men. The gate's down. I'll need the code. What is that? It feels familiar. Dust from the mines. More Grand Guard soldiers. Lapdogs for the Duke. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd. Imagine this falling from the Duke's hands after decades down in a mine. I'm inside Delilah's painting, barred from the outside. You're lying.
What are these things?
I'm not a friend to your new Empress Delilah. Mother's old secret chamber is connected to my safe room, which leads up to the throne room. It makes me furious seeing the tower like this. Let's see what Duke Abel keeps hidden away in here. Mechanical soldiers? Amazing. Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. Brianna Ashworth has the look of an aristocrat. But her connection to Delilah makes her something more. I need to get through there. That watchtower is active. With the right timing, I can vault over that. Such decadence. There's Addermeyer. Dr. Hypatia, I'm coming. You wanted to rule a world of your own, Delilah? So be it. I need to get back. This is what I was born to do. Yes, let's get back to the ship. Father's afraid that someday someone will hurt me. But I'm not gonna let that happen. What I wouldn't give to hear Delilah's skull popping in this thing. I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared. I miss being dry and warm. Delilah's witches. Hold your breath and avoid being eaten alive by hagfish. Simple. This was nothing compared to Sokolov's math puzzles when I was 10. This seems fitting, Vice Overseer. Paolo had a mummified hand. Ah, the Hatter Gang. Also ready to profit from times of turmoil. I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons. The Duke of Serkonos. She's gone. What happened? Is Stilton somewhere inside? Can he feel what's coming? For her sake, I hope this works. What was that? Father? That's the trouble with secrets. They always get found out. I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to retake my throne and find a way to help my father. Ashworth is influencing the oracular order. So that's that. Give me a bit more time. No! I used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck. You have a twisted view of the world, and I have no idea whether you're telling the truth or not. But it doesn't matter. I have a feeling I'll need these. I dragged my heels to avoid lessons as a girl. Now it sounds like such a welcome diversion. Let's leave this place. Even the void reeks of Delilah's bitterness. Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else. Good thing old Duke Theodanus didn't live to see this. The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen. Not a threat anymore. Yes, let's get out of here. This district is stranger than you might imagine. Time to go. I dreamed about Delilah. For my mother. The witches looted everything. There. Now to wait. Megan, I'm taking the skiff. I want to go to Dunwall Tower alone. An alarm. People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me. I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship. Good thing I like to swim. The elevator's out. But I could still get up to the throne room using the passage between my mother's hidden chamber and my safe room. The Crown Killer won't be taking any more lives. A stopped heart for every tick. Let it run forever. That should help. The Duke spares no expense. Fresh blood. The Crown Killer must be close. I can use the elevator to reach Delilah up in the throne room. Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened. Perhaps we need an 8th stricture. Defy your Empress and be burned alive. All I need to do is activate the device, and Ashworth isn't a witch anymore. Vice Overseer Byrne. Everyone who crosses my path on the way to Duke Bell is going to regret it. They all deserve to bleed. Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible? Help thugs like the Howlers? Or the Zealots from the Abbey? I just don't know. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here. What is that thing? It's a long way down. Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this? Thanks for what you've told me. Stay hidden for a few more days. Maybe things will get better after that. I'd better take these. Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Such vanity. Corruption. There are reports about tensions rising. Corruption. Street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing. I've got to open the gate before I can ride to the Jindosh mansion. This is grotesque. Maybe it's open in the present. The past and present are starting to overlap. I'm seeing things from both moments in time. I might be able to get around that. Going back into the past. That's for all the necks you snapped. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. Never doubted I could make that. Why fight when you can slip past? Trouble has found us again, Mother. I've got to sneak to get through this. If only truth and justice could really be weighed on scales. I did it. Now to find Aramis Stilton. Time to leave this place. A gangster could never be trusted to run a city. Another bloodfly infestation. And now to see how well your magic works, Delilah. At least you'll be remembered, Vice Overseer. What do you do when 2 of your enemies are killing each other? Time to get wet. What a mess. This won't open without my ring. Ramsey has it. I hope this works. Let's see what's in here. It worked. The information was correct. There. That wasn't so difficult. Theocracy is not what Karnaca needs, Byrne. Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet. Sokolov's being held in an area called the assessment chamber. Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here. Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world. The Duke still made a wreck of this place. But now with Stilton active in the district, maybe the miners are a little better off. Senseless slaughter. Not dead, but I used his machines on him. His mind is not what it was. Didn't see anything at all. What is this thing? Damn it. I've done this before. What is this thing? I need to get past this. The void. But somehow different this time. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague. He's gone. What happened? I can't ever forgive you for what you did. But suffering has a way of twisting people. You're a different woman today than you were then. At least the dust will make it harder for the Grand Guard to see. I'll make sure mining conditions here improve. We need the silver, but not at any cost. Ghastly. This is the night that things went bad for you, Stilton. What? Blood flies. Ugh. The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah. How did he do that? Hopefully it's inside. Take care of yourself. My hope is that you won't have to hide much longer. Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower. By killing Stilton, I changed the past. But what will be different? This is what you get for not standing up to the Duke. The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton. This is it. Aramis Stilton's home. I need to vault over that railing. Stop it already. I never thought I'd be trying to infiltrate the tower to kill an empress. Corvo, I've got to finish this first. Almost. Let's get underway. If I get going fast enough, I can slide beneath that. Jindosh, it's time to pay for what you've done, and maybe I can find Sokolov. The Watch. Someday I'll have a bureaucratic army typing writs of execution for my enemies. Your soft life is over, decoy. No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup. Everyone's full of secrets. Why do I feel like you've got more to say? Let me peek through the keyhole. Wouldn't want to walk into an ambush. Somehow I'll get away from here, clear my head, and figure out what to do. A body. I've got to be more careful here. Observe the route, make a plan, sneak past. So this is the world she dreams about. I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done. Ready. Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold, about the empire I'd someday rule. I recall childhood moments with my mother on her throne and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, my mother's murder, and all that happened at the Hound Pits pub. Now this. These terrified me when I was young. How many times have I heard Father talk about swimming up to some fortified mansion or wading through a sewer to find an alternate route? It's infested. Brianna Ashworth. There's the notebook. Looks challenging. Let's go see the streets where my father grew up. Always tinkering, painting, or living life with gusto. That's Sokolov. You won't mind one more unfairness, will you, Delilah? What would you and Father advise if you were both here? Sometimes I dream we're all together again. The Duke has pissed away any respect I might have had for his position. He's going to pay for his part in Delilah's coup. This part of the facility's been abandoned for a while. Now to activate it and sever Ashworth's connection to the void. What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father! Something is wrong here. Even the air feels off. I should close the safe room door so Captain Ramsey stays put. How is that possible? Megan claims Stilton was a good man, at odds with the Duke. I've been in Karnaca for over a month. What can you tell me? Now let's see how quick my feet are. Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days. You're forgiven. I'm not sure what happens next, but protect yourself. And when the time is right, tell people the truth. Goodbye, Anton. Home at last. It feels like another lifetime living in the tower. Is everything mixed up here? What happened? Come on. Blood or coin. Everyone is going to pay me their due. The reserves won't help against Delilah. even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. To think that Callista once spanked me with a wooden spoon. The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. You can't help me now. What is this place? Where am I? How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. Anton, save your strength. I came to take you out of here. Now the power's down. Now to put Delilah on my throne. One last time. I enjoyed that. Even if I almost broke something, everyone who dies leaves a bit more of the world for me. Bodies. Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview. Get ready to pay, Duke of Bell. What's one more pile of bones? I wonder how recently this silvergraph image of Jindosh was made. I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. All this is her doing, and she'll die for it. I hope not. Goodbye, Billy. I'm taking the skiff, and I'll go alone from here. I need to get out of here. Back to the dreadful whale. I have no money on me. You should have strangled young Luca in the tub, old man. Slipping away midday again to train with father. No. Give me a bit more time. I wish I could just run away from all this. Maybe we'll meet again, Aramis Stilton. 4,000 years is a long time. When no one keeps the rooms clean and dry, a house goes to rot. Sometimes I think it'd be better if the ocean swallowed all the isles. Goodbye, Hypatia. The monster had to die. I've got to arm myself. Rats. This must be Delilah's doing. There are such strange and wonderful things living down in the deep. This could be the end of the Isles. No use to me, unless I can lullaby my enemies to death. I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons. You look tired, Father. The Abbey assaulted the tower? They're going to pay for this. But I need to get away from here. I've had a change of heart, Stilton. Father told me about this. It means there's a black market shop nearby. I've got to join my father in the throne room. Will things go back to the way they were once I'm outside? I should take care of this before leaving. Sounds like you have a plan. Not yet. Traitors. Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it. Didn't hear a thing. Corvo mentioned being here once. All right. It's your turn. Every chance we got, we spent a few days in one of the country manors outside Dunwall. That's a big drop. Traitor. That was for my father. I'm not sure how much things have changed, but hopefully Stilton has done some good here. If only I had more time before all this trouble. Laughing with friends. There are a few people I'd like to push into this. This is going to be tricky. Take that, dog! Ambush! If I know Delilah, she'll be in my throne room. I can think of a few laws I'm going to rewrite. No more rabble-rousers. He's lost his senses. All right, good. Go to sleep, Aramis Stilton. Will I be ready when my great challenge comes? Too bad my face is on half the coins in the city. Quiet now. I'm fixing your mistake. You're a disgrace to your country, Duke of Bell. The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then. Enjoy it while you can, Delilah. Dear Aunt, it's not ready. I just want to put an end to Delilah's reign and get my father back. All right. Time to face the day. The bloodflies have gotten out of hand here. With enough speed, I know I can cross the gap. Let's get underway. I need to sprint, vault, and then slide under. My father would want this for your part in my mother's death. Let's go then. That's a shame. Wait. It's not done yet. I remember the day my mother died. My last happy memory of that time was playing hide-and-seek with father. Stilton wasn't born to all this. Allegedly, he started as a miner. That's what my father taught me, cretin. What? Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsay. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Yes, I paid a visit to Byrne and Paolo, and I've been to Aramis Stilton's house. We can go. Revenge on one side, weighed against surrendering like a coward on the other. Sorry, Megan. I can't afford any loose ends. An empire only needs one empress, Delilah. It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. With Ashworth dead, this device is useless. Always wanted to start a bar fight. If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah. Delilah, up at dawn again to train with father. No time for that now. So much for all your good intentions, Stilton. I want to look around for a bit first. Yes, I'm ready. Such a full life. So many adventures and strange explorations. The party's taken its toll. What cruelty is this? Watch over me. Grant me the strength I need. Everything hurts. Impressive, Jindosh. Then you must also know why I'm here. So this is how it works. What's going on here? That's the body the Howlers want. The bloodfly infestation is worse than the reports indicated. Corruption is the same everywhere. That's definitely what I came to see. Why is this here? It's Delilah. Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton. I'll need this for the sample. Anything else? I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today, but I have to get there first. Through a ruin created by the Duke, where my father grew up. Tasty. This part of the void feels older. I'll have to climb up and over, now to test my agility.
That's a bad way to go.
Now to heat it. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. Disgusting. Goodbye, you entitled bastard. That wasn't here before. Botany and diseases. There's a coup underway and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like. Incredible. You deserve that, Ramsay. Wait, wasn't he? Never mind. I can reach the edge with the right jump. I'll need this. No one here. I thought I was fighting with someone. I feel strange. I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this. She's gone.
How is this possible?
I could never trust you, with all you know. How much of this sprang from your time on the throne? By the void. This device could be sabotaged, and it would eliminate Ashworth as a threat. What's going on at Addermire? What's the Duke's interest, and how is it connected to Delilah? Better dead than living in a nightmare. My lucky day. What's next? Thank the stars I didn't have to solve that myself. I've got to get out of Dunwall. I shouldn't be here. An interim overseer outpost. Maybe I'll have a dentist in Dunwall rip the teeth from Delilah's mouth. Something's missing. Corvo must have lived here 3 decades ago at least. Duke Abel is going to pay for this. If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that you only deserve to keep your throne if you're ready to roll out a red carpet of blood before it. We'll be face to face soon, and I'll end you, Delilah. I'll need this. I need to find a few coins. Did it. I'll dream of this thing dragging Delilah down into the depths. Anything else? I swear I'll find a way to win back the trust of the people. You're a monster. You traveled with me and all that time hid the fact that you helped a man murder my mother in front of me when I was 10 years old. Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors. No. Whatever you're offering, I can make my own way. How many lives to balance against my mother's? 100? 1,000?
You asked for this.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment.
Let's see what this says. All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here? The Grand Palace. At last. This must be the key to the Duke's vault. I might need this. Let's set out for Karnaca. Delilah can't be killed. I've got to get out of Dunwall Tower.
Bloodflies are everywhere.
Yes.
I don't know how long Dunwall is going to stand.
Let's see what's around the corner. Give me a moment more. Look at this place. Someone should have taught you better manners. Ready.
Get back!
Don't come back to Dunwall, Billy. I'm taking the skiff, and I'll go alone from here. You're keeping dangerous secrets. I just know it. Sorry. You've seen too much to live, Sokolov. What a waste. This is a mercy. I'm almost sorry I didn't use the electroshock machine on Jindosh. He deserved it. Greed. What's going on here? Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah. I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run. There's a coup underway. My father he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word. I'll see you soon, Jindosh. This looks important. I wonder what it does. When Corvo taught me to use this, he made me swear I'd never become like him. Somehow I got out of that alive. If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of? Or what she's up to. That's strange. I feel drained by this place. Whatever happens seems to be centered at some focal point. I have to eliminate Delilah one way or the other. I must be close to the center now. I remember sneaking out of my room, listening to my mother play for my father. Ugh, this is twisted. There's suffering across the face of the world, but I was born under rare stars. I know I'm far luckier than most, Delilah. None of that excuses the destruction in your wake. I don't understand. I can feel something moving closer. Watching. Father? Yes, let's go. Let's sit down. I'll explain it all. I've been sneaking around since I was a girl, stealing pastries from the kitchen. I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
I used to go and pray at the Abbey, but I haven't seen a single overseer in days.
You'd thank me if you could. It's a decorative animal. I wonder if I could build one of these large enough to hold Parliament. I can use this burner to heat the serum. Burn. Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again. If she can do this, who knows what else is possible. I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
It's time to go get Sokolov.
You think they'll help me get into Aramis Stilton's home? I'm sorry, Anton. Your knowledge is just too dangerous. I need to see ahead. Maybe if I lean around for a peek. Look at this place. Enjoy your last hours, Duke Abel. I'm coming for you. It must be nice to be on the Duke's payroll. What I wouldn't give to interrogate the Duke with his hand caught in this. You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help. If I had 8 arms, I could choke 8 men at a time. Easy as cake. This house holds her secrets. Delilah pulled herself up from tragedy, grabbing the Empire and changing it to her liking. With Duke Luca Abel, she transformed a coddled dilettante into a schemer who helped her take my throne. She's made herself immortal, and even my father's sword couldn't end her life. I'm going to undo all she's done, and next time, I'll hold on to the things I cherish, just a bit tighter. Father! Come on, I can do this. I've got to get out of the tower. Traitorous dog. There's no place for monsters like you in my empire. Damn, made too much noise. I'll do whatever's necessary. No one takes what's mine. Miners expect this to protect them from gases and cave-ins. What a joke. I can't dally. Look carefully, people of Karnaca. Fear this face. That's intriguing. All right, let's go. So that's how that works. Gorgeous. Seeing this place and these people, I can feel my perspective changing. How will I be different after this? Time to pay off your debt to society, Paolo. You helped Dowd kill my mother? It's a new thing, needing money. Missed. Hard times for the Abbey of the Everyman. Quiet as a lynx stalking a gazelle. If only this were Delilah's head. Or the Duke's. Where are my enemies? Will he ever recover, I wonder? The Crown Killer. Goodbye, Anton. Who would build something like this? And why? If I could, I'd nest bloodflies in the hearts of everyone who opposes me. Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome. I am. It burns. From the inside. I'm going to destroy this man. Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh. Is that Ichabod Boyle? Another victim of the Crown Killer just days ago in Dunwall. You had to know Billy Lurk was involved in my mother's death. Long live the Empress. Could that be Stilton? Those walls won't keep me out, Aramis Stilton. Father! I'm sorry. I know you meant well. I remember hearing about this place.
How is this possible?
An altar of some kind. What did I just see? Damn, Dunwall Tower. Where I was born. Where I grew up.
No!
I have to admit, I've wanted to choke my father on occasion. Give me a bit more time.
Do you need help?
Let's see what's in here. This reminds me of good times with friends. With Wyman. All gone now. I never thought I'd miss this place so much. Out at midnight again to train with father. Old scars run deep, don't they, Duke Abel? Aramis Stilton? You should be at peace. I've been spying through keyholes since I was old enough to walk. If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Got it. It's probably too late to dwell on regrets. It could be tricky. She might not give me any choice but to fight. And Delilah deserves whatever she gets. I don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father and said Theodanis was a good man. I'll hide and watch. Damn it! This is where my father was born. One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership. Delilah Kaldwin. Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it? Makes me want to experiment on my enemies. You don't have to worry about that. You experimented on people during the plague. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
It's worth the risk, I suppose.
All right, let's go. Delilah's hatred for my mother knows no end. Give me a moment more. This is what you were going to do to Anton Sokolov. Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel? If anyone deserves it, it's Delilah. She's got so much to answer for. This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight. Tricky. Maybe there's a way around. 3 years from now. I have trouble remembering my mother's face sometimes. But there might be some resemblance. Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold, about the places I'd visit. I recall childhood moments with my mother on her throne and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, Mother's passing, and all that happened at the Hound Pits pub. Now this, everything's gone. That was fun. Much more interesting than trade negotiations. I've never seen such a massive infestation. After all I've seen here, music just seems like a waste of time. Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire. Goodbye, Grand Inventor. There, the power's back on. That should help. My father keeps things from me. What is his secret? I should have been a spy instead of an empress. At least I'm not wearing heavy armor and won't sink like a stone. That's nowhere near what I'm really worth. Whoa, soon.
What are these things?
Not the coziest accommodations. No one is innocent. Why am I here? Again and again. I'd like to whip up something to burn out Delilah's tongue and throat. Ugh.